What's going on, fellas? So this video is about, I had made a video like this not too long ago, but I deleted it because the quality was kind of shitty. But I'm back better. And this is entitled "Good Boy versus Freak Energy." Okay. Now let me preface this video here real quick. I be getting little smart comments every now and then talking about, why do you keep talking about that? Talk about something else. If you don't like it, get the fuck off the channel. It's other channels talking about other, you know what I'm saying, other shit. You feel me? I'm not gonna go to a cooking channel to hear about how to fix a car. You get what I'm saying? So let's get that out the way, right? Let's just get that out the way. If you don't like the subject matter, this is what I'm talking about, and this is what's building my channel up. It's for me, you know what I'm talking about, and for the fellas who want to listen. Anyway, now that I got that little spiel out the way, let's get right into it. So the good boy energy, right? Good boy energy. And when I say good boy energy, fellas, I'm not telling you to be a heathen, right? I'm not telling you to be a disingenuous, terrible person, because I'm not trying to be that, right? I'm a good-hearted person, okay? But when I say good boy, you'll see what I mean. So the good boy energy is the guy that's pretty much smiles a little too much, just a little too much, just a little too friendly. It all boils down to he's a little too friendly, a little too safe, and masculinity in itself it's charming. Don't get it twisted. It's gentleman. You feel me? But at the same time, no, there's a little underlying aggression there, in a healthy way, right? In a healthy way. There's a little underlying aggression with the good boy energy, the nice guy energy. That element is somewhat missing, right? Like when you're talking to a young lady, and I'm not telling you how to behave by any means, because attraction is subjective for the most part. But there are some general schemes, right? Some general themes, some general traits. Like, let me switch it up on y'all. If you are talking to a young lady and she's being very competitive with you, and let's say you playing pool, or let's say you're doing some kind of activity and she's steady ragging on you, trying to compete with you like one of your homeboys, right? Like, man, you suck. You weak, you know what I'm saying? Just calling you all type of name, being competitive, and like that's all you got. She holding her nuts, like holding her pants like she got nuts and stuff. That will kind of turn you off, right? Exactly, because that is masculine. If you are a straight male, you're not looking for a female with male qualities. It's the same thing with females. If you're a little too nice, you're laughing a little too much, complimenting a little too much, you're always there, you got your little cape on, you're willing to, and if she calling you at 1 a.m, not for a booty call, but to complain about the guy that's being abusive to her, and you on there, oh, it's okay, sweetie, would you like me to go over there with some McDonald's or some Waffle House or some IHOP? Would you like me to go over there and comfort you and snuggle? That's what I'm talking about. Just a little too friendly, okay. And then another thing with good boy energy is you don't get to the point. You're not getting to the point. You're not getting to the point of you're not making it clear that you want intimacy. Okay, meaning it goes right back to the first point. You're playing it a little too safe, a little too friendly. You feel what I'm saying? You're not getting to the point. You're not asking her, hey, let's hang out, let's get a drink. You're not making no evening plans. Or if you know her like that, just invite her straight to the crib. You dig what I'm saying? You're not making it clear. She's not seeing any kind of intimate behavior on your end. All she sees is a guy that's there to talk to her or FaceTime her on the phone for hours on end, talking about his feelings and what he got from Starbucks. How he got a muffin from Starbucks or whatever the hell, you feel me? kind of desserts Starbucks has. That's the only one I get when I do go. There's that little blueberry muffin bullshit. But anyway, yo, you're not letting it be known. You're always hanging out with her, right? And that's all she sees it as a hangout. You're always she's every time she hits you up, she's like, "Hey, let's go do this and that." It could be like broad daylight. It has nothing to do with being intimate. She's like, "Hey, let's hit the mall." Right? Let's hit the mall, which is nothing wrong with doing that. By the way, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But you go with her and you pretty much like her girlfriend. You helping her pick out clothes and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Just little shit like that. Like you're not getting to the intimate part. Okay? You're not making any kind of move to facilitate an intimate interaction with her. Okay, when you are hanging out, you guys are just hanging out as friends. You ain't taking her out to drink at night, just you and her. You feel me? You're not kind of flirting with her. You ain't doing little things like teasing her, you know, flirting with her a little bit, looking her directly in the eye, talking a little lower with your voice. You're not doing none of that. You're just being Kevin Hart with her. So let's get to the freak energy. Now, freak energy is everything that opposite to what I just said. Okay, so even though you are charming, even though you're talking to her, you know what I'm saying, you making her laugh and stuff, you're being charming with it. You're not being overly goofy. You know, I don't know if growing up, I used to have a tomboy. There used to be a tomboy that hung out with us, and she was like our little homie, and we used to always tease her, you know, poke fun at her, like when she would try to lift something, they would be like, "Man, you can't lift that, you weak as hell." You know what I'm talking about? Like kind of treating her like she's one of the little homies, like a little, you know. And I don't mean this in a derogatory way, in a fucked up way, but think about this. Let's say, God forbid, let me put you in a scenario. Right? Let's say you and a shorty and your girl, old lady, whatever, y'all walking down the street and some guy is belligerent, right? He talking to some shit, you feel me? He about 5'10", 5'11", clearly bigger than the 5'5" chick that's with you. Who do you think is gonna be looking at the other person for help? You're gonna be looking at her like you gonna do something. You gonna attack this dude with, you know what I'm saying, as being belligerent. He 5'11", 200 pounds, or she gonna be looking at you, right? Exactly. So with that being said, women always wants the man to be stronger than her, meaning he has to be the one that's more dominant, right? So he the one, like I said, it's masculine to be kind of like poking a little bit of fun, like challenge her a little bit. You dig? If you drink, I'll give you an example. Like let's say y'all are drinking, right? And you taking a shot. You take one, she take one, and you're like, "Ty, you can't even handle that. What? Look, you about to pass out, huh? You about to black out. Man, I know you can't. I knew you couldn't hang." Then she gonna be like, "Stop it." She gonna tap you on the arm. You know what I mean? Shit like, you know, just stuff. This is just an example, fellas. I'm not telling you. If you want to use it, you can. But this is just an example of what I'm trying to say. Right? You teasing her, you're in a night surrounding. This is the best time. Now you could pull off being intimate with her like in broad daylight, but let's just be honest, bro. Let's be honest. It works way. The only time you really want to do the whole broad daylight or brunch or some dumb shit like that is if you've been intimate with her already, right? But for the most part, even then, even when you haven't, for the most part, you want to go something about the evening time. It's intimacy, right? Like that song, "The Freaks Come Out at Night." Exactly, that's the same exact theme. You know, another thing with the freak energy is your body, is your physique. I keep telling y'all this over and over again. Get your body being on point is screaming out freak energy before you even say anything. Let me put it to you like this. I like to use analogies so my fellas can know exactly what I'm talking about. So look, let's say you see a young lady, right? She's shy, her personality shy, but her body banging. You just Are you a Hooters type of guy? You know, if her Hooters real big, you feel me? Or you a booty type of guy? You know, my brother's just booty guys. You know, she got that big curve. She got that little small waist. She really doesn't have to do too much talking for you to go boing. You feel me? For you to get aroused. It's the same, not exactly, but almost the same thing with females, right? When they see a guy that's physically in shape, you don't got to look like Brock Lesnar, but you're physically in shape. Your shirt fits you just right. Your clothes, clean as fuck, fits you just right, and you walking. You're giving that direct eye contact. You know, you're not really smiling too much. You have somewhat of a serious like you cool. You got a cool vibe to you. You know, you're not acting all goofy. You got your hands aren't in your pockets. You're not all slunched over. Your physique is on point. You got your clothes fitting. That screams out freak energy in itself, right? So, and then like I said, you need to get straight to the point. Now this comes in different levels. The extremes, right? The times that you're like, hey, let's go back to my spot is, you know, when you're in a club, bar, pool party setting, you know, that's when you can go ahead and beat on the, like, let it be known right on the spot. As soon as you see the young lady, you vibing with her, she vibing with you back. Those atmospheres are the most easiest to facilitate something to go down, right? Easiest, obviously, they're the easiest to initiate getting freaky, right? But you have to be the man. You got to take the charge. Like if you vibing with the chick, you've been drinking with her, she kind of following you around, you feeling her, you're like, hey, let's go back to my spot. Bam, right then and there, on the spot. If you're in a bar or if you're in a concert and you've been dancing with a chick or she been kind of feeling you, she been kind of scoping you out, right? Y'all chop it up for a little bit. By the end of the night, be like, let's go back to my spot. You're being direct. You're letting her know. Even if you're going out on a date, bro. Let's say you know what I'm saying, you go out on a date. Let's say you meet her in HEB or HEB. Only my folk in Houston know what that is. Let's say you meet her in the supermarket and you get her number. You know, don't waste no time on the phone. Text her one or two texts, then be like, hey, let's go out. Let's go to the bar, whatever like that. Like, go have a sip. Let's smoke a hookah, whatever the fuck. If she cool enough, be like, come back to my spot, right? But if you out and about with her, at the end of the night, you know, after, like I said, when you talking to her, you being cool, calm, collected, that direct eye contact, you smelling good, your hair is on point, all that, giving off that freak energy. By the end, shit, it only really takes like 40 minutes, an hour, whatever, of hanging out, and just be like, hey, let's go back to my spot. You're being direct. You're letting her, when you tell a chick, let's go back to my spot, she's not stupid. She knows what you want, right? So, and more times than not, fellas, if you got your sex appeal on point, like I said, get your physique, your clothes, nice form fitting, the cologne. If your sex appeal is on point, she will be down. You have to ask her though. You're the one that has to initiate it, right? So that's the good boy and freak energy, man. I hope it helped you guys. Let me know if it did. And that's it. Peace.